You got the foundation, the strength that you need to run 3,000 meters, and we'll just teach you some hurdling technique. And I know, or you can come around it the natural way, so to speak. Brian Deemer, one of the all-time greats in the U.S., I interviewed him on the Flow Track live stream up at Grand Valley State. He's a longtime coach at Calvin, and he told me that he used to hurdle electric fences when he was growing up on farms in western Michigan.
That will teach one way to do it.
One way or another, that will teach you.
Yeah, Evan Yeager, one of the greats in this event from Illinois. I don't know if he had electric fences when he was coming up and doing that. He learned a completely different way, I bet. But still, hey, more than one path to get there.
So our leader representing the Georgetown Hoyas is Jans Tostensen. So a great East Coast middle distance and distance program, Georgetown. And I'm certain they've taken a lot of wheels home from the Penn Relays in their history.
I was just going to mention, when you think of the Penn Relay type programs that come here, running those 4x8s, 4x16s, the distance medleys, Georgetown is one of those names that you think of.
And cleanly through the first water jump, Tostensen leading the way.
And he's going out similar to how the previous heat went out. One guy controlling the pace and pressing, and the rest of the field here electing to sit back for a moment until they find their rhythm and their groove. Maybe Tostensen is going to come back to the field. We don't know.
So that is Eddie Nicholas from Central Connecticut right there going over the barrier. He's in the number 2 spot.
69 seconds, 84.
So 69 high for Tostensen from Georgetown on that first complete lap, and real good hurdling technique on that open barrier. We'll get a nice close-up from our vantage point.
Yeah, he looked like a real hurdler when how he took that, just like that. Not a lot of jumping in his technique.
And again, the head not moving up and down vertically, right? That's something you look for. As he attacks the water jump, steps on and over and through.
Yeah, and his lead is growing. If you look at the cadence and the stride, it's just, it's there. He's not pressing. It's not too casual. Easy L's in the arms and just moving forward, and his lead is continuing to grow.
And that gap continuing to widen.
So Mr. Tostensen from Georgetown, he has quite a Teefer's resume. Again, Teefer's part of the Flow Sports family. He's run everything from a 224,000 meters to an 846 3K steeplechase, also thrown in a 30, 31, 10,000. Flat 3,000 in 801, a mile in 4:02.2.
That is quite the resume. And he might add a heat win at the Penn Relays onto this if he continues at this pace. But I will say, he's out there doing this alone. The entire field is together and they can work off each other. We will start to see if fatigue starts to settle in and catch up with Tostensen.
Through the water again.
Or not, but this field can work together and pull themselves closer.
Nicholas is at the point of the chase group. He runs for Central Connecticut once again, as Tostensen completes the last barrier on this go-round. Just crossed over 4 minutes as they're going wide all the way out at the edge of lane 3 into lane 4. Just to get the spacing they need.
And you sure you didn't see any hurdle events on Tostensen's resume?
I did not, other than the steeplechase.
He looks really good out there.
So going all the way out in the lane 4, that was Dominic Palermo from Wagner. We'll see how much spacing the group gives everybody this time. Not as wide. Another look. He comes off it, a great transition, ready to attack the flat running in between hurdles.
Yeah, a little giddy up in that one. And you can see he was displeased with that in his face.
Ford, Nichols, and LeBlanc, they're leading your chase back right now.
Tostenson still the leader, not much splash that time through. We see the chase back in the split frame video, and everybody's safely through that time. And our leader is so far out in front, we have to give you 2 looks at this 3,000 steeplechase.
But that's Dominic Palmero now taking the leading duties of that chase pack. He's moved away from everyone else about 5 meters. He's trying to dig into this Tostenson lead.
So 71.4 last time around for Tostenson at 5:20. So he's got 2 laps to go. Looking at a, 3 to go. Looking at an 8:50 type of time.
The gap between him and Tostenson.
So again, great hurdling form by our leader. The senior from Georgetown.
Johns Hopkins, 2 teammates moving into 3rd and 4th right now.
Palmero digging into this lead bit by bit. We'll see if Tostenson can keep it up. His cadence is slowed just a bit. He continues to take the hurdle very well, but not moving as far out as he was previously.
And Dominic Palermo, not the hurdler that our leader is, but still closing. He went wide that one time to get himself some running room, and he's now down within 20 meters of our leader with 2 to go. And he is closing.
He is closing. How much energy do you have to extend to make that move and to catch up? And does Tostenson have anything to respond to it is what we're going to see in these next couple meters.
So the gap between first and second is much closer than what Palermo has left the field to try to close. He's got 25 meters on the number 3 spot, but here comes Palermo.
And the table has turned. We saw Tostenson going out instead of up. That has changed. And it's Palermo now going out instead of up, coming off those hurdles. And we are side by side at the water jump.
And the transition goes to Palermo from Wagner. Dominic Palermo, the new leader, and quickly up by 10.
Yeah, Tostenson is going to have to do his best to hold on to everything that he's engineered at this point and not let it go out the window. But Palmero is making the most of this. He's got 1 to go.
Dominic Palermo, the first barrier of the last lap.
Mad at the track, dashing around his turns.
And it's now Palmero with a humongous lead.
We're seeing all types of movement.
And a look at the CV of Dominic Palermo, also a senior. This is his apparently steeplechase debut. He's run an 8:09 flat 3,000, a 14:21 5K, and he's got 25 up on the runner from Georgia Tech closing in.
And he's got Billy Carlson coming on strong. So Palmero's lead and move has got to pay off for him coming off this water jump. It is Carlton moving on strong.
And does Palermo have the foot speed that he needs? It's just one more barrier, but no, it's going to be from Georgia Tech. Final barrier, side by side. Can he get there? Dominic Palermo digging. And at the line from Georgia Tech. He led the 3 most important meters of the race. Billy Carlton, 8:50.250.
Heck of a last lap close there for Carlton. Palermo didn't wait on him. He made a move about 2 laps earlier, but it came back to haunt him. Still, if this is his debut, heck of a steeplechase race.
Oh, kudos to that young man for going out there and challenging the second half of the race, the toughest part, as Billy Carlton from Georgia Tech, 8:52.50. Dominic Palermo in second. The finish, the pass. Coming up, final barrier, the long run out. Palermo held him off initially, made him go out into lane 2. But Billy Carlton with the speed and the dip at the line.
It was the same hurdling technique that we saw